Bev with another video. And today's video, I want to talk about cardio, excessive cardio. People do this to lower their body fat percentage. But is that good for everyone? Maybe not, and why not? Now, it's a complex subject. I'm just going to touch on a few things, and I'm going to put two people on a treadmill. One is physically fit, lean, and the other one is overweight and unfit, okay? Now, the treadmill, even though they're going to enter in the same weight, the same age, and the same gender, and the treadmill is going to say they're burning the same calories, that may not be true, and that's what I want to talk about. And you know, these people can weigh the same and look quite different, right? A lot of muscle, no fat. A lot of fat, no muscle. And 1 pound of fat weighs the same as 1 pound of muscle, but fat is much more bulky. So, you know, these people can look the same and weigh this, look different and weigh the same. Okay. So before I get started, I want to talk about the major pitfalls of excessive cardio. First of all, it gives you more catabolic stress hormones. Cortisol is one of them, and cortisol, it loves to encourage fat-storing enzymes, which you don't want, and it loves to store fat around the waistline. Also, stress hormones will cause a breakdown in your muscle tissue when you're after energy, and that's because it's after the glycogen stored in your muscle, which has oxygen, and you need oxygen for energy creation. Now, there are biochemical adaptations to whatever kind of exercise you do. Cardiovascular training is related to how efficient you can move oxygen through your body and around your body. Weight training is more related to your metabolism, because the more muscle you have, then that will affect your calorie burning ability, because muscle burns more calories than fat. So let's look at this physically fit, lean person. And I've just put a few points down here. They have an increased ability to carry oxygen around their body, okay? And they have more, they built up through weight training, more oxygen carrying blood capillaries and mitochondria. And this means that they can stay oxidative longer. That is, they can use their respiratory oxygen longer. And they can break up their triglyceride fats for energy as a result. Now, if we go to this other person on the next treadmill, their buddy, remember I said you've got to be oxidative to create energy. Oxidative means you're using your respiratory oxygen. But this person cannot remain oxidative for very long. And so they, you know, they get shallow breathing, coughing, red face, and they're like, they don't stop, because they're like, oh, this is great, I'm really burning a lot of fat. But what's happening is their body wants them to stop. It's giving them messages. They don't stop, and the body needs oxygen for energy, and it can't get it from breathing, because they're unfit, contrary to this person, and therefore it can't get oxygen to the fat. Fat is has hydrogen and carbon. When you add oxygen, you make water and carbon dioxide. If it can't get enough oxygen, then it's going to dip into your muscle glycogen. That's stored carbs, because that has hydrogen, oxygen, and the prized, hydrogen, carbon, and the prized oxygen, and that's why it does that. So oxygen is fuel, and I just want to give you kind of an analogy. I have this in my book, Are You Fat Making or Calorie Burning? This is an SUV. This is a smart car. So an SUV might have 8 cylinders, 5,700 cc's, and it may only get 20 miles to the gallon. Over here, you've got 3-cylinder, maybe, I don't know, 900 cc's smart car, and it gets 50 miles to the gallon. But guess what? This is light on muscle, so it uses far less fuel or calories. This is heavy on muscle, a muscle SUV, and it is going to burn a lot more fuel or calories to go the same distance, okay? So you want to be an SUV if you're on the treadmill, not a little smart car. Think about it. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.